In the last episode,
Our two dwarves and their new pal Trip found themselves on a well-worn dirt path surrounded by a forest of cherry blossom trees after hopping through the Hanami portal. Noting a deceased body in a portal, they took heed and proceeded deeper into the island to try and find the alleged outpost. Eventually coming upon a collection of tree houses lining the canopy of the forest, our group were unable to climb up after being ambushed by a dozen critters with unnervingly long arms. Thanks to Ironhammer, they were able to communicate with Shvaggy, the leader of the tribe. After a mess of a conversation, they agreed to fetch a bushel of pink berries for the Babu Frick freaks. Taking out a weaponized astral in a clearing a few miles up north, they now return to Shvaggy with a dismembered head of their prey and a bag full of fruit. In the meantime, with Top Knot taking an unpaid sabbatical, King Dupont allows his most headstrong officer an extended leave in order to find and help the Astral Surveillance Squad complete their hunt. In exchange for a promotion and a chance to propel New Haven into a respected community, Stenwick Bosper left on his own. After a few hours, he eventually discovered an atrocity at the hut sat by a stream. Terrified that the group he swore to protect has already been decimated, he untied the horse and dog, strung up to a shed, and continued heading up north. He now finds himself in a tiny port on the edge of the mainland as a grizzled, dark-skinned man is starting his day. Welcome back to Retrograde, a D&D campaign by Fudge Roll. I am Captain Brownbush, and joining me are me crewmates, Chodesworth.
Yeah, how's it going, bro?
Jimbo Fat Knuckles.
Boy.
Scrawny Rick.
Arr.
And Pervy Scurvy.
Ahoy, me ladies.
Pirate Jesse is best Jesse.
Where are we?
Yeah, what the fuck is going on?
We just got back to
Just did the recap.
and I just wait to hear my name.
You three have just returned with the head of the Astral, and Jesse, Felix, you have the bag of berries for Shvaggy.
We haven't talked to Swaggy yet.
You guys have not talked yet. Ian, what was the spell you used to talk to him?
Tongues. It lasts for 1 hour, so it's up to you whether you think it's been an hour or not.
Yeah, I would say it has. So that's going to be done, but they are already overjoyed when you show up.
That's my last 3rd level spell slot, and I'm not going to cast it again. So we're going to have to make do with sign language, boys.
And then, Stenwick, you are just showing up to the coast of the mainland now with the captain waking up.
I'm going to walk up to, where do you say this guy was?
So he's just standing on the edge of the port. You can see his little hut is next to him.
Yeah, I am going to, so I have the cart and the horse. I'm going to tie that up somewhere close and then proceed on foot.
Probably getting to about noonish now.
Afternoon, sir. How are you?
Oh, welcome to Dubai, you.
What the fuck accent is that? Is that like a Caribbean accent
Asian?
that like got stung by a bee on their tongue?
Are you,
Dubai, you?
Captain Winslow?
I am. Who might you be?
I am Stenwick Bosper. I'm coming up from New Haven. King Dupont sent me.
How may I help you?
Well, I'm looking for a way to get across the water here.
Well, we don't just let anybody go across these waters.
Do I look like just anybody to you?
You in that guard outfit? Yeah, you could just be just another one of them.
Out of curiosity, sir, do you have any previous affiliation with New Haven at all? I'm afraid I haven't heard your name before.
Nah, not affiliated with them.
So just with the name Captain, it's just as in captain of a ship, not as in any military or guard standing.
Yeah, that'd be correct. If you could, if you see my hat on top of my head right now.
Yeah, it's a good hat. So listen, what is it payment that you require to get across? What do you need from me?
Yeah, so you would have to buy a boat, but to even get one, you will need to pass one of my quizzes.
Just out of curiosity, is this the only job that you have? How do you normally sustain yourself here? Because looking around, it kind of looks like it's predominantly seafaring. If you send away most of your customers, potential customers, with a quiz, it just doesn't sound very sustainable.
Well, I'm not in much of a position to lose too much. I'll say I'm not too worried about driving anybody off. I want to be absolutely sure that whoever is getting these boats knows what they are doing.
Right. So whoever gets these boats, you're saying, what do these boats look like? Are they just like little sailboats? Are they something that I would know how to operate?
Probably have to make a roll for that, but pretty much just wooden sailboats. But they range in sizes.
How far across is this section of water?
Oh, very far. I can't even imagine.
You made the world.
I created this world and I can't even figure out how far away it is.
Distance-wise, I have no clue.
It's just infinite water. There is no other side.
Florida? Like, could he swim potentially?
Can I see the other side?
Yeah, you can see it.
How many nautical miles?
And that's why I didn't want to get into that. I have no clue.
It's 14 clicks.
What's the difference between a nautical mile and a mile?
So there actually is a difference, but don't ask me what it is because
Nautical miles are on water.
Well, then why did you even bring it up? Is that the only? That can't be the only difference.
Yeah, they actually are different distances. One is like fewer feet. I don't know which is which though. Anyway, okay.
Any of our listeners that are currently on a boat right now, if you could email us at www.fudgepackersrus and let us know the difference between a nautical mile and a mile.
1.15 miles.
If you let us know and if your answer is correct, you get a free t-shirt.
Did I get a free t-shirt? I just answered it.
You answered before the offer was made, so it makes it null and void. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's fair.
All right. What's your question? What's this quiz? This is kind of odd, but I'm willing to indulge you.
First, can you roll me a perception?
Natural 20.
First of all, let's take in Captain Winslow. As I said, he looks like a grizzled, older man, pretty strong. His body's taken the toll. However, his beard looks like as magnificent and as pure as a fluffy cloud.
Oh, it's white? It's a white beard?
Yes. And with a 20, I'll say you can notice that for whatever reason, his beard doesn't seem to move with the same intensity as his mouth. And it looks like as lush as if he just grew it.
Yeah, that thing doesn't seem very real.
As well as his forehead, many wrinkles, almost looks like it's melting.
What the fuck?
If you are ready for the quiz, first question. What is a port? What is the port of a boat?
Oh, port side and I don't fucking know. What is that? The back? The front? It's definitely a part of a boat.
Give me 1 second. He's gonna run back into his hut, and then he's gonna come right back out. He's got a pad and a writing utensil, like a quill.
Am I allowed to Google these answers?
Of course not. There's no Google and whatever the name of this planet is.
It's the same as when I had online classes in college. You can Google, but don't let anybody know you're Googling.
Captain Winslow, anyone you would ask would know that the port side is the side of the vessel which is to the left of an observer aboard the vessel and facing the bow. That is.
Slow down. Okay. And you see him writing all of this down on his notepad. There was left side, right?
Left side, strong side.
Yeah.
Take my strong hand.
Out of curiosity, is there any way that we can kind of spice this up a bit? Maybe you ask me a question, I ask you a question.
I don't know if that's how this works. What are you trying to get from me?
Oh, I just like to know that the person that I'm speaking to is competent.
Ooh, you're gonna have to roll me.
You just offended the shit out of him, and now you're no longer allowed to buy a boat.
It wasn't aggressive, but
I'm not very good with people.
Intimidation, maybe.
Subtle intimidation.
Oh, 15 plus 5, 20.
Oh. Listen here. You're gonna have to explain yourself with that one. I take quite an offense to that.
I apologize. I meant no offense. I suppose I'm just asking because I can see you writing down my answers, and that concerns me a little bit. I guess I was just thinking, maybe I could try to gain a little bit of knowledge from you, because if I'm going to get a boat and sail across, I want to make sure I know what I'm doing.
Well, all right. What do you got?
Well, I know what I'm wearing here on my head is called a helm, but I know that it has to do with the boat as well. I was just curious if you wouldn't mind filling me in, letting me know what the helm is on a boat.
Oh, of course.
Are we just Googling answers?
And welcome back to our episode of What the Fuck is a Boat?
What 1 second, please, if you don't mind. He's gonna run inside his hut real quick.
Are there any windows?
Yeah, I'm gonna say there's 2 windows on each side.
Can I angle myself to get a view through the window inside of the building?
Yeah.
I'm gonna do that.
So it's pretty dark inside. He doesn't have any candles lit, but you can see him kind of scurrying around, and you can hear him like almost screaming.
Are you okay in there?
Yes. Just 1 second, please. And he'll dash back out, sweating a little bit. So, sorry about that. I had to take care of something. The helm is the, he looks back down on his notepad, wheel. How about that?
Okay. That's, I just out of curiosity, do you have any, I don't know, identification on you? Any way that I know who I'm talking to is actually who I'm talking to?
He points back up at the hat again.
Right. So I do see your hat. You don't have any papers or anything to confirm who you are?
Nah, we live by the sea, die by the sea.
Yeah. Okay. Do you have any other questions for me?
No, I think I'm pretty good. I'm happy with you. That'll be 1,000 gold.
I don't think I have that kind of money, do I? I think I have 86 gold. Unfortunately, I'm on a guard salary. I could maybe write out an IOU. It'll be good on the kingdom. What I'm doing is important New Haven business. I can leave you with some collateral, and we can pay whatever's owed to you upon my return.
We're essentially just crashing this fucking economy.
Is there a way to, am I able to roll an insight check on this guy? Like, because I'm getting some vibes off of him that he is either not who he says he is, or mostly that. Natural 19. I'm rolling fucking awesome today. And my insight is +3, 22.
Yeah. You get the feeling that this is not this dude's personality whatsoever. Like he's putting up an act.
I'm afraid maybe you and I got off on the wrong foot. You see, I appreciate candor and being honest with one another. Do you mind just starting from the beginning? Like I mentioned before, I'm Stenwick Bosper. I'm from New Haven. I'm one of the guards there. I know that you're lying to me about something. I know that this is a front, and I would just appreciate you being entirely honest. And if you wouldn't mind, just stay out here and talk to me. No need to run inside, back in and out of your house while we're talking here.
Just 1 second, please. And he's going to dash back in.
I'm going to get between him and the door. I'm sorry. Like I had said, you're not going inside while we're talking. We're going to have this conversation out here unbroken.
Roll me strength.
17.
You have him almost pinned to the door as you feel a thud against the door from inside.
What was that?
Nothing. We still look. How about 500 gold? How about that'll do?
I'm just going full cop on this one. I'm going to turn him around and have him put his hands against the side of the building. I'm going to search him.
Roll an investigation.
14 plus 2, 16.
Yeah, since he just kind of got up like an hour or so ago, you don't find anything like incriminating on him. I mean, he's not trying to hurt anybody. However, in the process of like kind of getting him down and he's kind of sweaty now, you can see the right side of his beard seems to be like a little lower almost.
Oh, jeez. I'm going to rip it off.
Ow! Why would you do that?
Does it come off?
Yes. Oh, it comes off like I mean, it was just like a string.
Was it clearly fake the whole time? It's like,
It was pretty clearly fake.
I'm just imagining like it's a bunch of scenes like that are cut together, and each time it cuts back to him, it's clearly more fake than the previous. Okay. Who are you really, and who's inside? So I have a hand crossbow. I'm gonna pull that out. I still have him with one hand, but I have my hand crossbow out with the other.
Hey, Winslow, Bartholomew Winslow. You can take my word for that. Not a captain. Please put the gun away. Please put the crossbow away. Guns don't exist.
All right.
Does he also not have an accent anymore?
He does not have an accent.
I'm going to back him up a couple paces from the building, like in front of the door. Tell whoever's inside to come out.
Nelson, come on out. A shorter kid, like a teenage boy, will walk out with his hands up. What happened? What's going on?
So it's come to my attention that you two are not being honest with me. Again, do you care to start over?
Bart, are you doing it again? Bart looks up at him like, ooh, my bad. Nelson will look at you and say, I apologize. He does this to everybody new that tries to get a boat. He thinks he's a captain. Listen, I'm sorry. What can we do for you?
Okay. I'm going to put my crossbow away.
Thank you.
I'm looking for a way across. This whole thing has been ridiculous. I would just like to be allowed a ship for passage. That's it. He was trying to tell me it was 1,000 gold to get across the water here.
1,000 gold. Bart, look at him. He's a guard. I apologize. You don't have to buy one. We can rent you one out.
Yeah, that was never really on the table.
Well, what kind of size are you looking for? We got little dinghies. I mean, we got bigger ones to hold 4 or 5 people.
I'm going to need something large enough to carry me and my cart and the horse back there, and I'm going to gesture toward it. And honestly, I think a substantial discount will not be out of the question after me just being put through what I was put through.
You're trying to fit that cart and the horse? Ooh, we might have to bring out big buoy. Yes, I apologize. He's my uncle. He used to build other vehicles, velocipedes, different kind of carts, but he wanted to get into boats and thought acting as captain might have spiked the interest.
Velocipedes, that's those big stone.
Yes, I think somebody in the town might have been stable owner.
Yeah, I've seen them around. I've never been really much one for inventions or whatever. Never really had a mind for it, but I mean, they seem cool. They look a bit heavy.
Oh, they are, but you will zip around like nobody's business. But anyway, big buoy. How about 100 gold to get you across and back?
Me, the cart, the horse.
Yes.
Essentially, I'm going to tell you the same thing that I told your uncle there. So I am on a mission from New Haven. I have 80 gold with me right now. I can pay you a little bit now or leave something as collateral. And upon my return, I can make sure the rest is returned to you. I mean, I'm good for the money. This is official New Haven business. So the king will be more than happy to pay. I just don't have that kind of coin on me.
All right, roll a persuasion, please.
19.
Oh, I completely understand. All right, let's say 50 gold up front. Come back, give me the 50 later.
Yes, I can definitely do that. On my return trip, I may have additional, weight with me. I'm hunting some quarry, and I plan on bringing what I catch back with me. Will that make a difference? I mean, I can put it in the cart. It won't be a volume issue, I don't think.
Oh, no. You shouldn't have to worry. I mean, if it's fit in the cart and nothing else is going to come close.
Fair enough. How long is the trip across?
Trip across will be, if you started off now, probably wouldn't get there until after dusk.
After dusk. What if we were to leave first thing in the morning or maybe during the night, go across the night? That way I get there in the morning. I don't want to show up in an unfamiliar place and now have to worry about setting up camp.
Oh, yes. It will be a little more dangerous. However, you will get there at a good time in the morning.
Dangerous how?
Oh, well, that's just when all the little critters and all them start coming out in the water.
Anything I should be concerned about?
You like seafood?
Yeah, I mean, I'm fine with seafood.
You'll be fine. Now, are you looking for one of us to come with you?
Yes. I mean, I'm not sure if you had noticed at all, or if your uncle had heard, or if you had heard when you were inside. I don't really know much about boats. I was kind of pulling a lot of that out of my ass.
Yes, and same with him too.
Oh, I mean, if that's the case, maybe I don't feel safer with him. What about you?
Yeah, I could pick it up pretty quickly.
Awesome. There'll be a little bit of extra gold in it for you.
He knows nothing about it either.
So they own a boat business, but no one knows how to drive a boat.
No, they know how to build vehicles and they're very good at it, but that's it.
Can they operate the vehicles that they make?
We'll find out.
Sounds good. I feel very confident in your abilities.
If you want to hang out with them for a couple hours, kind of get to know them, we can cut back to these guys then. Right now, you guys are standing underneath the tree houses again with Shvagi and his little tribe around him with their super long, spindly arms just going up and down since they saw the head of the beast.
So is the language they're speaking similar to any language that the three of us know?
Oh, no.
Okay, so it's not like Spanish and Italian where...
It's not like Spanish.
No, yeah, that's German. Sorry.
Spaghetti.
Well, like if you know one Latin-based language, you can like bullshit your way through.
It's me, Swaggy.
Anyway, if you want to roll me I guess, history check.
I got a 19.
Throughout your time, your past couple weeks on this land, and including your time before, from what you can remember from over 200 years ago, this is not a language that you have ever heard, and you'd imagine it's something that's kind of only home here now.
All right, well, I'm going to try it out. I'm going to point at the head and the berries and then make the same noise that they were making.
And what's that noise?
I don't remember.
Careful, don't offend them.
They slowly put their spears down and just kind of stare at you with a grimace.
Grimace?
Shvagi's going to walk up and go,
I'm going to hand him the berries.
He'll take them with his right arm, but he's staring at you the entire time.
I'm not going to give him the bag because I want the bag. I'm just going to pour them into his hand.
He's going to have to cup his hands first because his fingers are just so long, it doesn't really catch them all. But you can pour him in and he's just staring at you.
From 10 feet away.
Yeah, you'd imagine he wasn't too thrilled about you. Wubba-dubbing.
Well, he's off doing that. Can I make a potion and use one of my bright ideas so then I can actually choose what potion I make?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. I'm going to make a potion of understanding so you can comprehend any language for the next 10 minutes.
Oh, nice.
That's a nice potion. You can understand it, but you can't speak it?
Well, it says you can comprehend all language for the next 10 minutes. That's all it says.
But
Sounds like you could
drink some, and you could give them some.
True.
But if you only drink half the potion, do you only understand half of what he says?
Every other word.
Every other word is just a wub.
Kind of like the SpongeBob language.
Oh, that's fine.
I wumbo, she wumbo, he wumbo.
She is.
Wombology.
I'm going to make it so, yes, you can understand them, but they can't really get too much from you. Although they're not really an asking type. They're kind of point and poke you with a stick type.
All right. I'm going to go over and drink half the potion, and I'm going to stand behind Felix. Just listen to what they say.
Okay. Shvagi will take the berries and look up, and he goes, beh. But he does say, thank you, and points at the head of the creature, just nodding.
I'm going to tell Felix to say what he said earlier.
Oh no, we're gonna get stabbed.
Are you kidding me?
What? Did you like sit and map out this in language and the number of babies translates to a different word?
No, it's because Ty's making me translate for you, but I don't know what you're trying to say.
To be fair, he doesn't speak the language, so he also doesn't know what he's trying to say.
No, it's essentially I'm just saying words.
So, like, you could just say anything, really.
Yeah. Well, it depends on how you want this to go there, Dungeon Daddy.
Trip, you understand Felix as saying, like, green rock tree. He's just saying words. And you can see Shvaggy is confused again.
Yeah, perhaps you shouldn't say anything.
You know, I've lived my whole life with that same sentiment. It's never stopped me before.
Shvaggy's going to point up behind him, up to the treehouse, and go, Trip, are we ready?
And then nod my head, and then give him a thumbs up.
Okay.
This culture, the thumbs up is the same as flipping them off.
Shit. Who has the head? Who took the astral body parts?
Felix.
So I have the
Felix
berries
has it,
and the head.
The head was on, like, a stake that you were carrying around.
So I've got the berries, my stick of life, and then the stick of death.
Shvaggy and his tribe will turn around and start climbing up the thicket of vines. They'll make it up to the tree houses like pretty immediately. If you guys would like to roll me an acrobatics. Oh no, I'll give you advantage.
Nice.
Oh, nat 20.
I swear to fucking God, dude, I cannot climb anything. I got a 9.
15.
Felix and Trip, you guys are able to easily climb your way up. It's basically like rock climbing, but there's so many footholds and handholds. You have no issue. Ironhammer, however, due to the weight of your plate armor, you just fell right back on your back again. You can hear and see Shvaggy up top just kind of pointing and laughing.
You know what? I'll just stay down here for now.
He won't even stand up. He's just gonna.
Nah, I'm just gonna
turtle
lay.
that got knocked on its back.
Yeah, I'm just gonna lay there on my back, like trying to flip myself.
You'll have to roll me another acrobatics to try to flip over.
Oh, that's a Jesus, an 11.
That'll do. So you guys climb up to the canopy, and what you see are a couple of very huge overgrown trees with wooden planks in between acting as bridges. The trees are pretty much still full, except there are cutouts for doors, windows. It's almost hollow inside. Directly ahead of you is a sign, a wooden sign next to the door that says like general items. To your left is medical, and behind you is weaponry.
And these signs are in common.
Yep, the signs are in common.
Do they look old and worn?
Yeah, they're pretty old, I'd say, since it's out in the open.
But do they look in disrepair?
The signs?
Yeah. Like, does it look like this nomadic tribe has taken over this place, or?
No, so here's the thing. There are more of these creatures running around, as well as guards and a couple others, civilians, Cirrus civilians.
Oh, okay.
They seem to be living harmoniously.
Okay, well, I'm going to approach the first person that looks like a normal person and, like, greet them, and then also ask, like, can you speak what they speak?
Yeah, there's a guard right next to you guys. So you can walk up to him. He'll say, oh, welcome. No, we are not able to speak their language. I see you've just met them quite a bunch, aren't they?
Yeah. I have no idea what they're saying or how to communicate with them. We did get them some berries, though.
Oh, yeah, they love those things. They are the Chungis. They are the natives of this island. Seem to only live here, and us Cirrus people have taken a liking to them, decided to work together with them to create this outpost.
Okay. And who leads this outpost?
Not really a specific leader. We just kind of live together as a group. There is a guard captain, of course. So you could say he's kind of in charge.
Okay. I guess I'm going to ask who he is and where he's at. Take me to your leader.
That would be Captain Rogers. He's currently on the ground doing some surveillance, but he should be back later on. Is there anything I can help you with right now?
Yeah, is there an easier way to get up here? Because we have a companion who's basically dog shit at climbing.
Yeah, you know what? I would check with Nico, the weaponry dealer behind us, if you were interested. He might have something to help you out.
Okay. And I suppose I'll make my way over to Nico.
I'm going to follow.
All right, so you can turn behind and enter through the carved-out door, and inside is a red-headed, olive-skinned man.
Those two things don't go together.
He will welcome you and ask if there's anything he can help you with. As you look around, it's not your typical metal weapons. It's kind of primitive. However, there are different designs, I guess we could say. It's not the kind of weaponry you're used to.
I'm going to greet him and say, hello. I was told that you might be able to help us get one of our more heavily armored companions up here. He's not a climber.
Oh, yes. We get some of those pretty frequently. Well, if you are interested, I could sell you a grappling hook, or I could just lend you one for now if he just wants to get up.
Could I borrow one?
Yeah, of course, no problem. You can just bring it back when he's up, and he will hand you just the. It's not even metal; it's made out of stone. Just the hook part. If you take this, throw it down to him, he can tie it to a rope and try to make his way up.
Okay, so he still has to climb.
Yes.
They could just lower a rope to him. They don't even need like the grappling hook.
Yeah,
I could attach the grappling hook to myself, and you could pull me.
You could just tie a rope. You could tie a rope to yourself, and we could pull you.
Yeah, but the grappling hook is cool.
Okay. So I guess I'll go to approximately the place where we climbed up from, and I'm going to yell down to Iron Hammer, "Hey, buddy! I'm going to toss something down. Heads up!" And I'm just going to throw the grappling hook over the side.
I'm not there. I went wandering into the forest because I was bored.
Did you really?
Yep.
Fuck.
Ironhammer, roll me a perception.
17.
You can hear Felix behind you if you're interested in going back.
I'm not.
However, you can also hear the screams of two smaller creatures as well as an older man coming from just in front of you. You are currently, we'll say you're hiding in like the brush.
The man is screaming too.
Yes.
Do they sound like they're fighting each other?
No, all three of them sound like they're in like terror.
Okay, I will go towards the screams.
You can start to make your way up north a little more, just foot by foot, but you don't even need to move that much as you see two of these little creatures with their arms above their head waving and screaming, and what looks to be a guard dashing, trying to get back to the hut as a spear is thrown and impales him through the back.
Oh, is he dead?
He is definitely going to be dead.
Well, going to be dead and dead are different.
He's not all the way dead. He's just mostly dead.
I can do something about going to be dead. I can't do anything about dead.
I'll say he has like a couple seconds if you want to, but these two creatures, the two Shvaggy guys are going to just keep running and dash their way up the treehouse.
I can't see what through the spear. Does it look like the spear the Shwaggies are using? Like the same kind that they would use? Are there evil Shwaggies afoot?
No. The same kind that you saw with the astral earlier.
Well, if I have time, I'll cast Healing Word on the guard.
Yeah, you can do that.
He heals for 4 health.
With the Healing Word, you were able to bring him back into consciousness as he gasped for breath and says, "Run, you go. You must get away."
I'm gonna help him.
To pick him up.
Yeah, how far is he from where I am?
How far? What's the distance of your Healing Word?
I think 60 feet.
We'll say he's about 20 feet in front of you.
Okay, well, I'm going to run out there and grab him because I do have a speed. I have a speed of 25.
Yes, you can do that. Roll me an acrobatics again.
Oh, that one was better. A 16.
Yeah, your little turtle body will dart towards this guard, and you are able to, thanks to your height, avoid another spear that just whizzes past your head. And you can get up right next to him. He's still laying on the ground with the spear poking out of his back.
I'll pick him up and throw him over my shoulder. Maybe, can he like walk on his own or walk if I'm like supporting him?
Yeah, he could try to. If you want to roll me a strength.
Ooh, natural 20.
Yeah, you can easily get him up on his feet using the adrenaline and start moving. You are still about, I don't know, maybe close to 100 feet away from the huts. So you will need to make, well, I'll tell you, you can assume there's going to be more spears coming for you.
Okay. I would like to cast Shield of Fate on the guard, which gives him +2 AC for 10 minutes. And then start trying to make my way back to the wherever the tree houses.
All right, I'm gonna have you roll me one more acrobatics then.
This one is a 13.
Getting the guard up on his feet, still with the spear poking through his belly. You guys are able to slowly make your way towards the tree hut. However, you do take a spear in, we'll say, your upper left shoulder, thankfully due to your plate armor. It doesn't impale you. However, you do take 2 points of damage. And you are able to eventually make your way to the clearing right underneath these huts with a stone hook laying on the ground.
I guess I'll yell up to the tree. Well, I'll ask the guy if can you climb? Are you able to climb, friend? With a spear in your back.
Yeah, not too well, but I see there's a hook there. We could try to, I don't know, maybe grapple onto the branches up top.
You people really don't have any better way to get up into your fucking tree houses.
Not with these things constantly attacking us.
All right. Well, I'll shout up to see if anyone's like around.
Felix or Trip, are you guys on the edge, like listening to Ironhammer?
How much time has elapsed?
Really not much. I mean, maybe like 15, 20 minutes.
Sure, I was only 100 feet away.
We'll say you took some time, like, watching everything unfold, but it hasn't been too long.
Also, where did the Schwaggies go? Did the Schwaggies not like run back and tell everybody stuff was happening?
Yeah, they ran back up and they're kind of like jabbing at each other. We'll say Felix and Trip, you guys can see these two chungies that rushed up and are kind of throwing a fit up top.
Okay, so I guess if I saw this, I'm going to be curious as to what's going on. So I guess I'll be standing close to where we just came up. So yeah, I heard Ironhammer yell.
Hell.
I'm going to turn to Trip. Well, it sounds like Ironhammer's in trouble.
Do you think we should help him or just let him go?
Hell.
I mean, it's probably not a bad idea to climb down there because I forgot about like the one spell I know that could make it so he can just climb up here.
Help!
You take another spear to the head.
I'm gonna climb down.
Yeah, I won't make you roll for that. You can after just a.
Well, before doing so,
yes.
How high up is the tree?
Don't just jump off.
Don't drop. No, it's pretty high. It's at least
less than 50 feet.
I was going to say it's at least 50.
Well, because I have 50 feet of rope, and I was going to tie it to a branch and throw it over the side before I climb down. That way, at least Ironhammer has something a little bit nicer than, or at the very least, we could tie it to Ironhammer and haul him back up.
Pull me up.
Yeah, no, I'll say there's some branches, some lower branches that you're able to reach. We'll say there's like a kind of like a decline with some of the wooden bridges that you can tie, and it'll reach Ironhammer on the ground.
Okay. Well, I'm going to toss the rope over the side and then climb down myself. Or I'm going to
What do you mean, or?
I'm going to stripper pole slide down the rope.
Okay.
Like
a stripper fireman.
Like spinning my way down.
You're going to have to roll performance.
Is that for how dazzled we are when he gets to the bottom?
12.
Yeah, you can kind of spin on it a little bit. It looks all right. You think you look amazing with like your leg hanging out, but you're just kind of like hugging it the entire time and just like you got rope burn on every part of your body.
Oh, nice.
And you are now standing in front of Ironhammer and this guard with a spear poking out of his midsection.
Oh, hey.
Hey, girl. What happened here?
Well, this young man was attacked by a monster, and I can't climb things. So I need help.
All right. So is the monster coming or?
Is the monster coming?
They don't usually come this close, but you never know.
All right, well, you take this fine strapping young man back up top, and I'll use these fancy boots.
Why didn't you use those in the first place?
I like to be my own man.
All right. Well, I guess I'll tie the rope around the wounded guard. Careful to avoid the spear wound.
Or you can thread it through the spear wound for a more secure hold.
Christ almighty.
Are you going to try to go up with him?
No, I'm going to yell up. Hey, haul the rope up.
Please, it pays to be polite.
I'm still Felix. I haven't learned please yet.
Yeah, so there's a group of civilians and Chungies kind of looking over the side. Trip, are you?
I'm still up there. I didn't go down.
So yeah, you heard Felix yell, "Pull him up." What do you think?
I'll make an attempt to pull him up, but not very strong. So.
Oh no, he's gonna get like halfway up and drop and like break his back or something.
All right, yeah. If you want to roll a strength.
So my strength is -1.
Mm-hmm.
And I rolled a 2.
Oh man. Yeah, we'll say you got lucky not rolling a 1. You start pulling this guard up inch by inch. Is super slow. You get him maybe 10 feet off the ground and immediately drop him back down.
Oh Christ.
Is there no one else to help him?
He was just the first one to run to it. The guard falls with such force that the spear pokes all the way through and out of his sternum.
Why didn't anyone take the spear out of him?
Because you're not supposed to do
First
that.
aid. You don't remove the
pump. Yeah.
It is now out of him after being forced out.
Shit.
He's going to take another couple points of damage, but he's still conscious. And he just goes, ugh, more people. So of course, more civilians will immediately join you, Trip, and you guys can pull him up and just rush him over to Gertie in the medical section.
I'm gonna take the spear that fell out of him.
Okay.
And then use my Wellingtons to walk up the tree. My wellies.
Also going to climb up the tree.
Yeah, you guys are able to climb up right after the guard is hoisted on top of the huts. Ironhammer, you now see the top of this canopy. I don't know how many of you guys played Breath of the Wild, but you can picture it's kind of like the Karak Forest with the little guys just running around constantly. And you can still spot those 2 Chungies from earlier just going on and on about whatever was attacking them.
I give him a friendly wave.
They'll wave back. But they
What did they say? Am I right there?
That's true. It's been over 10 minutes though, because he said I was gone for about 20.
You can still see that they are still pointing back from where they came, trying to explain what's going on.
And this is the same spiky thing the Astrals was shooting at us, right?
The spear, yeah. You'd imagine they have a supply of these different kind of weapons.
I'll show it to the Felix and Trip. Like, I think we've got a problem.
If you guys remember from the last game, after you killed that first Astral, you could see the fleeing of multiple others.
I wonder if we've found a tribe of these Astrals.
The guard mentioned that they don't normally come this close to the trees. So based on that, I'd imagine there's more than one, quite a few.
Well, we were under the impression that there was only 3 Astrals.
Maybe we should go have a word with this guard if he's in the mood to talk.
Or like any other member of the society because they would be aware of the attacks. Correct.
Yeah.
No, this is all news to them too.
Right, but this guy was like, he might know, because he was coming out of the forest, he might know like where they are more than the other guards would, potentially.
Okay.
Or like at least where he was attacked from. Could be a lead.
Okay. So let's go find this guard.
Yeah, let's go find what's his name? We didn't ask. Let's go find him.
Trip, are you following them, by the way?
Yeah, I'm going to follow them.
Okay. So yeah, you three can make your way over to the medical hut with Gertie and the guard. Right now, we can cut back over to Stenwick.
Gertie and the guard. That sounds like a great
I was just thinking that.
cover swing band.
While I'm kind of waiting for nightfall or whatever, I want to play around with Ravioli and see if I can get him to do anything. I want to make sure that he gets something to eat. Also, I don't know if you remember this, Derek. Whenever I had sent you my sheet from a while ago, I had some potions and things on me. I didn't realize this until now because I was looking over it. I have a potion of animal friendship.
You steal my dog, motherfucker.
Is that something that I'm allowed to have, or do you just want me to say that I do? I had oil of slipperiness, potion of animal friendship, potion of healing. I had 2 of those. Potion of poison, and potion. Oh, I have one of water breathing as well.
Yes, yeah, I'll allow that.
So, first, looking over Ravioli, is he changing at all? Like, is he more reactive to me? Does it seem like whatever effect is on him is wearing off?
Yes. Definitely looks like something's wearing off. He seems to be a little more timid and scared of getting closer to you. So you will need to roll an animal handling if you'd want to.
Yeah, I'm gonna take my helmet off just to make sure that he can recognize me. Mm-hmm. And with my hand outstretched, I'm just gonna get closer and see if he can get some of my smell. 16.
Yeah, with a couple moments of hesitation, the pup will slowly crawl up to you, sniff your hand, and allow you to pet him on the head.
Hey, buddy, you're feeling better? I'm gonna try to give him some food.
Yeah, what do you got?
Either something that I can take from the guys that I'm with, or just something out of my rations.
Captain Bart will actually walk up to you with a bowl full of different like shrimps and stuff, and hand it to you. If you would like to give this to your dog.
I appreciate that, thank you. And I'm gonna walk back over. Hey, buddy, what have you seen the last couple days? And I'm gonna start feeding him a little bit, just talking to him. You miss Malachi too? Yeah. Yeah,
the whole time he will eat, but constantly look up at you, slowly, hoping, like, trying not to catch your gaze, but just peeking at you every couple seconds.
I scratch him behind his ear, his left ear, because I remember that he likes that.
Yeah, he kicks a little bit, his back foot.
I'm glad you're okay, buddy. Once they're ready to go, I'm heading out.
It's getting to a little after dusk now, and Nelson will come back out and ask if you're ready to head out.
I'm ready whenever you guys are.
Yeah, you guys can get Big Buoy packed up with the cart, tank, and tank 2, and start going out onto the ocean blue. As you start out, night has fallen. You and Nelson are both rowing. It's a little choppy at first, but you guys eventually get the handle of it. The sea's pretty calm, but through the darkness, there is a soft glow that illuminates the side of the ship.
So Nelson, how many times have you taken this trip across the water?
Not too often. Most people aren't really trying to go to Hanami Forest. Most of the time, our business is our other vehicles.
Well, you know enough not to crash this thing on the other side, right? Like, you're going to know when we get there before we hit land?
Oh, I'm not supposed to hit it?
Yeah, I feel good about this. No, you're most definitely not. You're fucking with me, right?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Oh.
You said that the sides of the ship are glowing.
Yes.
What is this stuff?
Oh, if you look over the side, there are school of fish. There's a bunch actually.
Oh, no shit.
So there this a couple schools of fish surrounding your boat. They're each about like as large as a dolphin, and they give off like a bioluminescence that like shifts colors.
Oh, are these creatures intelligent? Do you know, or are they just like normal fish?
Just seem to be normal fish, just very large and very bright.
Have you caught one of these before?
No, personally, I have not. They only ever come out at night.
Have you ever seen a dead one of these before?
Oh yeah, I'm off the side of the coast. There's been a couple.
Do they continue glowing after they're dead?
I guess you could say a little bit. Yeah, I mean not as bright as now.
You have anything on board the boat we can use to maybe catch one of these things?
Yeah, we've got a harpoon. It's tied, so we can reel it back in.
Stop rowing for a second. I'm gonna see if I can maybe bring one of these things on board. It could maybe help me out later on. And I'm gonna grab the harpoon and try to kill one of these pretty fish.
I was imagining you stopped rowing. He just kept rowing, just spinning. If you want to roll me a hit plus dex.
Can I address something real quick?
Yeah.
So this is a rowboat big enough to carry a fucking Clydesdale,
Yeah.
a cart,
Yep.
and is big enough that, like, don't worry about whatever you bring back. Like, you can bring anything.
It's mechanical, right? So we row one of we have one paddle, but then they're connected to a bunch of other paddles. So one paddle is worth like 20. It's like one of the Viking longboats.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, you guys gotta be pretty fucking jacked to do that.
Yeah.
It's like those assisted bicycles that only kicks in if you need it to. Except this time it's always on.
I rolled a 17 plus 3 dexterity. I have not had a single bad roll tonight.
What color of these dolphin fish would you like to hit?
Whatever is brightest. Maybe yellow.
Yeah, we'll say you can get a yellow. Looks like a pretty healthy one.
Not anymore.
Sticks in the side. I mean, almost pierces all the way through as its yellowish blood starts to leak out into the sea, and you can reel the harpoon back in.
Sorry, buddy. And I'm gonna bring the fish aboard as quickly as possible. I kind of want to cut this thing into pieces, and I want to use it as like some version of a torch, either the meat of this thing or its blood, if its blood glows, and then just keep it for like later if I need to see in the dark, because otherwise I cannot.
Yeah, okay. Or do you want to place these cuts anywhere, or just like line the boat maybe?
So I do have a couple of glass bottles, so I'd want to fill a couple bottles with blood and like use them as like light bombs.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like I throw it against a creature and then now I have that creature marked. I mean, I would have it marked with Hunter's Mark anyway, but if it was dark, it would be like almost like fairy fire.
Yeah.
The rest, like the meat and things, or the harder parts, I'm just going to wrap up and put in my sack somewhere.
Okay. Yeah, we can say when you fill the glass jars with the blood, when it's moving, the blood almost glows even more. And then once it's stable and shut, it dulls a bit until you shake it again.
Sounds good. So I'm gonna get as many of those as I can, put them in my bag, and then maybe put some meat and things and add it into my rations. All right, we can continue on. Thanks for stopping. I'm just gonna start rowing again.
After a few hours, we'll say, like I said, it's pretty calm. Not too much going on besides more of these bioluminescent fish just basically following you the entire time. Can you roll me a perception?
Just a 9.
You can hear the sound of a dissonant roar coming from below you.
Nelson, did you hear that?
Yeah, I did. It sounded big.
Yeah. Do me a favor. Go ahead and grab that harpoon again, will you? Just hold on to it.
Yeah, no problem. He's got a hold of it. It's kind of shaking a bit.
All right. I'm going to look down over the side of the boat.
Looking down, all you see are these glowing fish, choppiness of the waves. If you want to roll an investigation.
Natural 20.
I mean, it's almost pitch black, but you can still see the shadow of a gargantuan creature directly underneath of you.
Does it look like an aboleth?
No.
How far down?
2 nautical miles.
2 miles below the surface?
Sure.
Do I have any idea how far the other landmass is that we're heading to?
The forest, you can imagine you are about halfway.
Interesting. So I'm a bit concerned that these glowing fish might be telegraphing our location to this creature. We should definitely try to double time it. And I just want to get back on the paddles again. Just keep that harpoon close to you.
Oh, okay. He'll get back on his station and set the harpoon next to him. I'll ask you: is there anything you want to try to do to get away from these fish?
I can't tell if it's our movement that's drawing them in, or if it's just because we're something that's foreign in the water. Is there anything that floats, or even not? Is there anything large enough on the ship, like a crate or a barrel, that I can throw aside to get them to swarm that instead?
There's an empty wooden crate near the back if you want to try to toss that in with a strength.
Yeah, I'm going to do that. 13 plus 1, 14.
Yeah, so you can toss this crate off the side, and you can get some of the fish. We'll say maybe a quarter of them start to follow this crate, but most of them are still only interested in you.
I throw Nelson over. No, I'm just kidding.
Sorry, buddy.
Fuck, I don't want to get rid of anything else on the ship. I'm just going to start paddling.
If you want to roll me an athletics.
14 plus 4, 18.
You are able to paddle a lot faster. Nelson can barely even keep up, but you guys are able to make it another quarter of the way there with this large shadow still looming beneath you. But you are able to get away from more of those illuminated fish.
How many fish are around the boat now?
There's only 2 schools around you. There's maybe 5 or 6 around you.
How close are they to the ship?
They're basically just hugging the sides.
I'm gonna instruct Nelson to take a couple stabs at him with the harpoon, and then I'm gonna shoot at a couple with my crossbow.
Yeah, if you want to roll me a hit for each one.
These are just straight rolls. I'm not adding my to hit yet. 18, 13, and 3.
You're able to take out 2 of yours, and Nelson is able to take out 1 of his. So there are still 3 kind of swirling around, but it's gotten a lot darker since you first started out.
Yeah, and then we're going to keep moving where we kind of leave these dead bodies of the fish floating on near the top of the water, and then we're just going to keep going.
You're about maybe 100 feet or so away from the coast. If you want to roll a perception.
11.
Hearing this dissonant sound again, you whip around and seeing you can spot the bodies of some of these dolphin-like fish as a gargantuan great white whale shows itself by jumping out of the sea with its jaw open, snatching as much as it can, almost like Free Willy, and splashing back down, creating just massive waves. Your boat is now teeter-tottering pretty hard.
I look to Nelson and I say, I think we're going to need a bigger boat.
Coffee rate.
DMCA.
We're only 100 feet from the shore.
Yeah, you're pretty close.
Fuck, we're just going to go the rest of the way. How far back is this thing?
Back to where you killed those fish. So pretty far back, but you can see the whole thing.
That is a big guy. But let's just keep moving. It looks like we're almost there. Just be careful not to hit any rocks.
If you want to roll me another athletics.
Okay, I swear to God, guys, I'm not cheating. That is my 3rd natural 20 today.
Your dice are weighted.
Yep, weighted dice.
They're the same dice I always use.
You got a pretty good hand on this thing, and you're able to Tokyo drift your way and park it on the beach. Nelson jumps out and kisses the sand and throws up. I never want to do that again.
You did good, kid.
Oh, thank you.
That got pretty hairy. What time is it now?
It would now be pretty early morning, probably about 5.
Nelson, let me ask you, how do people get back to the other continent, other island? How do people cross the other way, if not one of these boats?
People don't come from there. I don't know anybody that even, I guess anybody that comes from here. I mean, I don't think anybody even lives here.
Who uses your boats then? For what purpose, if not to cross the water?
They'll go and take it around either to the forest or just around, but coming from the forest, we don't really have anyone.
Okay. So we're at the land. We're on land now?
Yep, you're on the beach right now.
All right. Let's tether this thing off or drop an anchor or whatever. Are you coming on shore with me or are you hanging out at the boat?
Well, I mean, you still got the horse, dog, and cart. Do you want me to watch after them or you taking them with you?
That is a great question. Am I able to get the horse and cart off of the boat on this side of the water? I guess I just thought there would be a dock or something on this side.
No dock here.
That's very disappointing.
So, yeah, I mean, I'll let you do either one if you want them to stay back or if you want to take them.
I don't think I have a choice if I want to take them because I couldn't get the cart off the boat unless so I imagine there's a ramp or something on the boat that I would use, but is there somewhere close enough that we could moor the boat that like we could take the cart off?
You said you landed it on the beach.
Is it on a beach?
Yeah, it's on the beach.
If I take the cart with its wheels on the sand, is it just immediately going to get stuck? Or is it hard enough that I'd be able to steer it around the softer parts of the sand?
It's around like low tide, so it's pretty soft. You'd imagine with a good enough roll, you could get it on.
I can get it on. Yeah, I'm going to try to take everything, the cart, the dog, all of it, because I'm going to be hopefully taking the astral back with me. So yeah, I'm taking it all off the boat.
Give me a strength.
This is going to be my one sucky roll. Yeah. 10.
Tank and Tank 2 both drown immediately.
No!
Tank the horse, is he already tied up or is he separate?
He would be tied to the cart because he would be needed to take the cart from the boat to the land. Can I ask Nelson to help me?
What can I do to help?
Just help keep this stable, keep it from falling off the ramp or off the boat. I'll take care of the horse, directing him, but just keep an eye on the cart. If it looks like a wheel's going to go off the side or whatever, just shout out to me. I can get the horse to stop.
Okay. Yeah, and he rolled pretty decently. So, Stenwick, it takes a lot of effort from you to get Tank to cooperate, to try to pull him on and watch out for the wet patches in the sand. As Nelson does a pretty good job keeping things even. It takes a little while, but you're able to get Tank 2 and the cart onto the dirt path just up ahead.
Thank you, Nelson.
Of course. Would you like me to follow or stay here?
What do you feel safer doing? I don't want to put you in a situation where your safety is in jeopardy.
Well,
more than it already has been. Again, you've been invaluable on this journey, and I appreciate that.
Yeah, I guess I'll just stay back for now. I mean, if I need you, I'll find you.
Well, if it comes down to it and you need to get out of here, I would recommend going back across the water, not following me into the forest that you've never been into before.
Are you sure?
If it comes down to it, yes. Although I'd much rather not be stranded, but more than that, I want to make sure that you're safe. So if it comes to it, just go.
All right, thank you. I know Bart would appreciate that.
And if I'm not back within, we'll say maybe a week, I'm not going to make you wait that long. If I'm not back in the next 48 hours.
He goes, oh, week? I'm not living on a boat for a week.
I said it and I was like, no. If I'm not back in the next 2 days, just head back and I will make sure to get the rest of the gold to you.
Tell Larry Bird I love him.
Good luck, Mr. Stenwick, sir.
Thank you. And I'm going to ride off.
All right. Now we can go back to the other guys. In game, you guys this is like, we'll say this is like nighttime the night before. So Stenwick's already a couple hours ahead. So this will even it out. So the three of you can walk into Gertie's little carved out hut, and you can see the guard laying on a cot with his abdomen wrapped up.
How you feeling, buddy? Little guy?
Yeah, excuse me. Been better, but I have to thank you. You should not have done that.
I just here to help. What's your name, by the way?
Captain Rogers.
Oh, Captain Rogers. Well, I'm Iron Hammer. I don't think I ever remembered what my first name was.
Wait, is his first name Steve? Is this fucking Captain America?
That's what I was thinking.
It is now.
So this guy's name actually Steve Rogers, because if it is, I'm not playing anymore.
It is now. I'm doing whatever I can to get you to leave.
So Private Parts was completely fine, but Steve Rogers is where you draw your line.
Kind of.
No, Private Parts was fantastic.
Yeah. I have an intense dislike of things pop culture because I'm a hipster.
It's not actually Steve, it's Steph, like Steph Curry. So it's Captain Steph Rogers. Captain Steph Rogers.
What were you doing out in the forest all by your lonesome? Or with the swaggies, the dungarees, whatever they're called.
Dungarees.
the chungies.
Cheetos.
I was just doing my usual surveillance, and I saw those two meddling about in the hills over to the east. I decided to check it out, and there's something over there, but we were ambushed.
Something like, have you never seen these before, or are you regularly attacked? Because you did mention that they don't normally come this close to camp.
No, these things we know of. We fight constantly. No, what I'm saying is, I think somebody needs help.
Who needs help?
Makes you say
that? The swaggies need help.
No, I think the Schwaggies found people that need help.
Oh.
But I was not able to get close enough.
Was there another outpost, or?
No, this is the only outpost here.
How long have you guys been here that you don't know the entirety of this island?
Oh, I mean, we've been here for decades, but I'd imagine it's probably a couple civilians that might have come from Cirrus and are now trapped.
Interesting. Well, I'm supposing we should go and help them.
Hold up. What are you guys doing here anyway?
Oh, just traveling. Tourism mostly.
Oh, are we lying?
He says out loud.
Oh, are we lying now? Is this where we start?
We had no problem telling everyone else that we're on a mission to kill astrals.
Did we tell anybody else, though?
We've told everyone we've met that
Meanwhile, is the guard just standing there, listening to this conversation between the two?
No, it's in Dwarvish.
Which doesn't help because it seems like everyone knows that fucking language.
That's also true.
Captain Rogers begins to speak in words.
No, it just feels like we're from the past, I guess. I feel like we've all forgotten the strange circumstances in which we are even here. So maybe we should be a little bit more discreet.
On a side note of that, we've also told damn near everybody the circumstances of that, and no one thinks it's weird.
I don't think we have, though.
30 episodes in, and we've told a shitload of people, oh yeah, we woke up 200 years later, and no one has even looked at us sideways.
Did we tell people that, though? Because I feel like we also definitely dodged around that question a bit.
They were like, oh, that's so crazy. Do you want some of my wine?
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy was like a vampire, though, so he's used to things for thousands of years.
He was a werebear.
A werebear, whatever. They probably live a long time, too.
We told King to punt. His daughter saw us wake up in the pods.
No, she didn't. We saw her outside the room. She didn't see us wake up.
No, that's
outside the cave. Did we tell Larry Bird? I feel like you guys are overestimating the amount of things we had told people, or maybe I just don't remember anything.
Because half the time you're either asleep or
drinking. That's fair. Yeah. Wow. We're lying.
Okay, so we're lying to this individual.
Him and only him.
Trip, what are you doing right now? Because these two guys are just suddenly talking in Dwarvish for 5 minutes.
I'm just kind of Just looking around.
Does Trip also speak Dwarvish?
No, I don't.
God, finally, one person.
But completely like not knowing what was just discussed, he'll just turn to the guard and say, "Hey, we woke up after 200 years."
Well, Scarlet did.
Trip did too,
Trip.
essentially.
Kind of.
His was like
That's true.
220 years.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask you once again. What are you here for?
Oh, tourism.
You folks don't know anything about this place, do you?
It had a nice brochure. The Sirius Tourism Board highly recommended it.
I'm sure those spears aren't helping much. Do you know what those things are?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, that's a deception.
Oh, it's an astral.
That's a deception.
Considering the head of one of them is
Carrying a dead one. Yeah.
Shvaggy's got that. He's just been like throwing it around like a basketball.
I'm going to say, okay, yeah. Yeah, we killed one on our way here.
and we killed a bigger one earlier.
No. Yes. I don't know if we're lying anymore.
What was that?
I said we killed a bigger one earlier.
Here?
No, not here. In the snow.
Yeah, that one was significantly bigger than the other one.
Yeah, we were in that other place.
Luminique.
Illuminate. What were you doing? Why?
We were
Just looking around.
Are you lying again?
I'm not.
I don't know what's going on.
I feel like we've lost the plot.
So you have experience in hunting these things?
Experience is a strong word. We usually just kind of happen upon them.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's one.
It's really becoming a bad habit.
I mean, if you guys are available, I would love to have some help because obviously I can't not do this myself.
Oh, yeah, I guess we could do that.
On a side, so you've dealt with these before.
Almost constantly.
Do you know what they're called?
So they're not a secret.
We don't have a name for them. They started invading pretty recently, honestly. Past couple months, I would say.
But you had no experience with them before this.
No, there was no indication. They just started popping up and spreading.
Do we remember, did anyone mention the asteroid Illuminique? Like,
The only person that knew about it was old ass Gwen.
we didn't happen to ask her how old it was, did we?
Well, she dealt with it when she was a child.
Yeah, when you showed it to Oscar, he said it was hundreds of years old.
Hundreds of years old. Okay.
Because he counted the rings.
So these ones must be fairly new.
As far as they know.
As far as they know, true.
Right. But we've also seen babies. So we realize that it's not a baby and it's not an old one.
Oh, that means there might be a bigger, older one out there somewhere.
True. But these ones are also seem to be more advanced than the one we dealt with in Illuminique, because these ones are wearing armor and using weapons.
True.
Whereas the other one seemed more feral.
Why don't we try to talk to it? Why don't we just kill him?
You tried to talk in Illuminique, but it wasn't having it.
True. Well, yeah, all right, fair enough.
But we also never tried tongues, so maybe it just didn't understand us.
True. We could try and talk to them. I feel like in Illuminique, didn't it we had it alive. I guess it wasn't friendly. We just sort of tied it up.
And we killed its babies.
And we killed, fair. I say we go investigate where these guys are coming from. I can try and cast tongues on it, and we'll see what the deal is. I sort of still don't trust Larry Bird, so I feel like we shouldn't just be killing lots of things on his behalf.
Right. Also, did Todd not keep the glasses in the book?
Yeah. And he just told you guys to come back and find him when you kill the next astral, and he can put the new lens in the glasses.
Did we determine this younger one? Did it have, because the babies didn't have the pink film. Did this younger one have the pink film?
No, it did not.
Okay. So it develops that as they age. Okay. Well, I agree, Ironhammer, that we should probably start out into the unknown.
Yeah, I would like to, if we have time, to rest because I did burn a lot of my spell slots. If we don't have time, we can crack on. But in case things go south, I'm not going to be at full strength.
Yeah, I mean,
I'll have to use my last 3rd level spell slot just to cast tongues.
Oh, please. I mean, we have plenty of room. There's more huts behind us that you can stay the night.
All right, let's maybe we can hire one of the swaggies, or ask them politely, because I'm not going to pay them, to show us where they found the astrals in the morning.
True. I mean, because chances are the people that you heard in distress are already dead.
True. That's my vote then. We head out in the morning. What time is it? We're now.
Now it's nighttime.
Okay, then I say we rest until the morning then.
Okay, I'm down with that.
Yep, I'm good.
Gertie will lead you guys to a hut just filled with cots, and you can each lay down and rest.
Are there any swaggies about?
I was gonna say the Shvaggies are in there too. They sleep above you. They have little hammocks.
Are they awake when we go in?
Most of them are asleep, but there are some older ones that are still up and you think discussing things.
We'll give them another friendly wave. I'm going to open up one of my bottles of wine and drink it to show them that it's not poison, and then offer it to them.
They look suspiciously at each other.
I show it's okay. I take a swig and I go,
The one will reach its 10-foot long arm out and grab the bottle.
God, I hate fucking things.
It'll take a sip and immediately start. Give it back to you.
No, he doesn't like it.
You can see him licking its lips a little bit, and then he reaches out for more.
Yeah. I take another swig and then pass it back.
He just starts downing it and will pass it off to his other Shvaggy friends, chunky friends.
Chunky.
I'm also while this is happening, I forgot I had the giant liquor in my bag.
Yes, you do.
I'm gonna take a nip of that and elbow Iron Hammer and offer him a swig.
Yeah, I also take a swig.
I'm gonna cork it and put it back in my backpack.
I was gonna say you might wake up hungover if you take that down.
Nah, I'm only opening the one bottle.
I'm gonna go just lay into one of the beds, and I'm gonna take out the purple potion that I got from Winry and just kind of look at it.
Any thoughts on that, or you just kind of taking it in?
Just kind of taking it in.
Are you enjoying the wine and liquor also?
No, I'm not partaking in that. I'm just off to the side by myself.
So after we'll say in an hour or so of kind of getting friendly with the Chungies, you guys can drift off to sleep somewhat. They're kind of rowdy now because they're drunk, but you can wake back up in the morning. But first of all, Stenwick, you are now on a dirt path heading deeper into the forest.
Which are my favorite terrain, by the way. Because I have a level 1 ranger.
So you like dirt paths?
I like forests.
Oh.
Dirt roads.
Love me a dirt road.
Leading tank ahead, you can notice a deceased body and a portal on your left.
Holy shit, there's a guard. This is maybe. I don't know. Do I notice any features on this dead thing?
No, it's pretty much rotten now. I mean, you can tell it was some kind of security type, but no other distinguishable features.
Shit. I'm going to hop off the cart quick, and I'm going to load up my crossbow and kind of so I have a shield in my left hand, and on the inside of my shield are additional crossbow bolts, like strapped on the inside of the shield. So I would shoot my crossbow with one hand and then reload it on the inside of the shield. So I have my shield out, my crossbow out, and I'm just kind of looking around. And if I don't see anything, I want to inspect the body.
It's still pretty calm here too. There's really no life around at all. You can kneel down and take a look at the body. You can see it used to be a man, closing on middle age, darkish hair. Nobody you recognize though.
Is he wearing guard armor?
No armor, but he does have we'll say like a badge on that says Chris.
Do I recognize any symbols on the badge? Do I know anything about Cirrus?
No. Maybe like a word.
Cirrus knows about New Haven, but New Haven doesn't know about Cirrus.
Right. And then on top of that, the portal was next to his body. Something else you've probably never seen before.
Nelson said that there wasn't really a whole lot of people who are from here. The portal's one way, right? I can't do it. I can't. Oh wait, no, fuck! It's a one-way portal to Bromnes's. Yes. Can I look through the portal?
Yeah. You can look through.
Just stand and stick your head through.
I mean, you can pretty much picture you're on the right before the bridge, so you can see the directly in front of you is the hut with next to the stream.
And this is where this doorway, whatever this is, let out is where there were more bodies. So maybe the fight started here and led there. I'm just going to look over at the body. I'm not sure what to do with it. I don't want to leave it just laying out here, but I'm not sure if I want to necessarily take it back with me. Is there somewhere nearby I can bury it?
There's some soft dirt in the tree line that if you wanted to dig, you could try to.
I'm going to have Ravioli come out of the cart and just kind of hang out with me. And I'm going to dig a grave for this body, whatever it is. And I'm going to keep the badge.
You can take the badge with Chris's name on it, and it's basically falling apart, the body itself. So you have to carry it pretty safely, but you're able to get it in the hole and pat it back up.
The whole time I'm doing this, I'm just kind of thinking of the state of Malachi's body when it was brought back to New Haven, because kind of similar circumstances where it's just a guard, presumably just laying out in the elements left to rot. I'm pretty upset by that. And yeah, I just attempt to dig him essentially what would be a shallow grave because I don't have shovels or anything.
Yeah, you're able to get him put in and cover him back up.
I don't know you, but I think that you probably deserved better than what you got. And I'm sorry. And I'm just going to use a branch or something to mark this grave. And I'm going to pocket that badge. And then I'm going to, I guess, continue down. The portal's kind of weird, but there's not much I can do with it.
Getting back on the cart, leading Tank further in, you eventually come upon a clearing, and up above you, you can see various tree houses all joined together with thick vines leading up.
Oh, this was not what I expected. Do I see any people?
Not currently, because it's about like 6 a.m.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just going to take my cart in closer to them and then find a place to tether it.
You can tie it up to one of the vines, or a grouping of them. You'd imagine they're pretty strong.
Is anybody up there?
No answer immediately.
Hello?
Roll an acrobatics.
17 plus 3.
You do a backflip.
Just for the hell of it.
You dodge a rock thrown at your head from up above.
What the fuck? I'm going to pull my crossbow out and point it up in that direction. And then I'm going to take cover behind like a tree or a boulder, anything.
No more rocks being thrown currently.
I don't mean you any harm. I'm just passing through. There was a body down the road. Do you know anything about it?
You hear that coming from up above.
It's more disconcerting because on my screen, Derek isn't moving. I have no video.
This is not what I expected. Can I look out and scan the treetops and see where this rock came from and where this noise is coming from?
Roll a perception.
19.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty much directly above you. You can't see exactly what threw it, but you can see these like weird fingers, like long skinny fingers with like dirty fingernails kind of peeking over the edge.
I'm going to lay my shield against the rock. Actually, no, I'm going to put it back on my back, and I'm going to put my crossbow away, and then I'm going to come out from behind the rock or tree or whatever with my hands up. I'm a friend.
Roll me another acrobatics.
Okay, I rolled a 2 this time. 2 plus 3, 5.
So you put your hands up, saying, "I'm a friend," obviously showing you mean no harm. As another rock whizzes towards you and just hits you on like the side of the shoulder.
Ow!
You'd imagine they heard you and knew you weren't hostile, but still threw it anyway just to fuck with you. Eventually, after a couple moments, you can see this small furry creature show its face.
You done?
You can see its fur is kind of matted and its eyes are like half closed. You'd imagine it's pissed that you woke it up, and that's why it keeps throwing rocks.
I'm sorry for waking you. I'm looking for...
He's just mocking him.
God, imagine getting mocked by one of those things.
Right. So is there anyone here who looks like me that I can talk to?
It's going to put its hands together and put it to the side of its face and cock its head as if to mime sleeping.
So they do understand us.
They're just dicks.
So there are people here who look like me. Are there any guards or anyone I can talk to who is in charge? It seems like you're the only one vigilant enough who's awoken at the sound of someone new coming here. And I mean, that's good for you. Probably not so great for your guards.
It's going to sigh. You can kind of picture this thing as like a child. You don't know exactly what he wants, but you can tell that he's not going to just let you up for free.
Yeah, I'm not really interested in coming up. I'm looking for something, and I can't imagine it's up there. I'm just looking for someone like me I can talk to maybe gain some knowledge of the area.
Persuasion.
Natural 19 plus 2.
It'll run away for a second. After about a minute or so, it'll return by itself, and then coming up behind it, you see an older one of its kind.
Great.
It'll point head guard or tribe or whatever, not realizing what kind of person you wanted.
I'm sorry if I had to wake you as well. I'm looking for someone. I'm going to point at my face and just do this. Looking for someone who looks like me.
The older one will kind of stamp its staff onto the ground, sigh a bit. You'd imagine they want like something in return.
I'm going to hold up one of my glowing glass jars of the fish blood that I just collected, and I'm going to shake it up really good and hold it up.
They both immediately fly down the vines and grab it from you. Like you don't even have a chance to react.
Oh, I was going to say I pulled it back.
No, with their spindly arms, they snap it. And they're in amazement as they look at it.
Yes, it's very glowy. Now, can you help me?
The younger one will rush back up, and a guard will come out after a couple minutes.
A human guard.
A human guard.
Oh, thank God.
He'll come to the side of the wooden bridge and say, "What is going on? What? Hello? Can I help you?"
Hi, I'm a guard from a town across the water. I'm on I guess what you could call a bit of a hunting trip. Is there someone in charge that I can speak to?
Yeah, just one question. What town are you from?
It's pretty far from here. We've actually never heard of this place, so I doubt you've heard of us. It's been quite a journey to get here. Like I said, I'm coming from across the water.
Oh yeah. I mean, yeah. Most of us are from somewhere else too. We just kind of ended up here. Where specifically are you from?
It's funny how that happens. It's a town, kind of smaller, New Haven. I don't know if you've heard of it.
Roll me a perception.
Yeah, I know I'm fucked. 17.
You immediately see his face kind of drop a bit. Oh,
You recognize the name?
yeah. I've heard of it.
Not in a good context, it sounds like.
I wouldn't say the best. What are you doing here?
I was sent this direction to assist a group in tracking down what we are calling astrals. They're these slimy creatures. We were told that there might be one out this way. It's my understanding, I think, that the group I was supposed to be accompanying didn't make it this far. So I'm traveling solo. So basically, I wanted to talk to someone here so then I just kind of get a lay of the land and see if maybe you've seen the creature that I'm talking about or know which direction I should head.
Roll a persuasion.
15 plus 2.
Yes, pretty sure I know the creatures you're looking for. We've been dealing with them ourselves. What's your name?
Stenwick Bosper, lieutenant with the guard there. Although it seems like titles are kind of arbitrary. You're either the captain of the guard or you're not, and that's one of the reasons why I'm out here. I'm trying to get promoted.
Let me check with our captain. Stay right there, and I will get back to you.
Before you go, and I'm going to pull out the badge, Chris's badge that was in my pocket. I had come across a body just a little bit from here down the path. I wasn't sure what to do with it. I wasn't aware that there was any people living out this way. I had buried it. Well, it didn't seem right that he was just laying out there. I don't know if this badge means anything to you or if he was one of yours, and I'm going to hand it over to him.
He's still up above, so you won't be able to hand it to him.
I'm just going to show it to him, I guess. It says Chris on the badge.
Chris.
Yeah, I don't know if he was one of yours. Looks like he had been out there for a while. He was in pretty bad shape.
You can see it kind of it hits him a little bit. He's not too trusting, but again, he says, "Wait here. I'll be back."
Sure, thank you.
After 10 or 15 minutes, this guard will come back and say, "Can you climb?"
If I need to, yeah. Do you have a rope or anything that you can send down to me?
Yes, of course. If you need that.
There's a cart as well as a dog that's down here as well. Should I leave them all down here? Do you have a basket or something that the dog can come up in? I don't feel safe just him being down here by himself. He's been left alone way too much lately, and he's been through too much to be abandoned again.
Oh, yes, that's fine. The horse, unfortunately, you'll have to keep down if you can tie it up.
Right.
Another couple minutes, he will throw down a secured rope and as well as one with a basket on it.
Ravioli, come here, buddy.
Again, hesitating for a moment, the pup will slowly inch its way over towards you and kind of hug the side of your leg.
All right, buddy. Hey, we're gonna go up. We're gonna go up to this tree, okay? But I'm gonna make sure you're nice and secure. I'm gonna do what I can to get him in the basket securely and maybe tie an additional rope to him just in case.
Yeah, he's very scared, but you eventually get him secure enough. Are we ready to pull him up?
Yeah, I think so. And then I'll just climb up after him. Just he can be a little bit skittish, so just be careful with him, okay?
Yes, we'll do. Another minute or so, and he pulls the dog up, and you are now on the canopy of the forest. You're now on the middle wooden bridge with this guard and the pup next to you in the basket.
That wasn't so bad, was it, buddy? I'm gonna pull him out of the basket. You did really good. Good job. I'm gonna tell the guard thank you.
Of course. If you would like to look around for a bit, it might be another couple hours till everyone's up.
You had mentioned that you needed to talk to your captain?
Yes.
Is he somewhere nearby?
Unfortunately, he had an accident yesterday.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry to hear that. Is he okay? Does he want to see me? I saw the look you had given me when I mentioned I was from New Haven, and I want to make sure that I'm, do what I can to dispel any distrust or whatever. I'm happy to answer whatever you guys need. Like I said before, I had no idea that this place had existed, so I doubt most of New Haven does either. So I'm sure whatever's going on here is just a misunderstanding.
Yes, and we hope to clear everything up. There was another group that just showed up yesterday. Don't know if you're familiar with them, but let's just wait here for an hour or so and we can reconvene with them and hopefully Captain Rogers when he's awake.
Did the other group happen to mention where they were from?
No, they didn't. They actually saved me, and we still have to get some information from them, too.
Okay. Well, they sound like good folks. What direction did they come in from? The road? The road the same way I came in from?
Yes, as far as we know.
Did they report the body to you?
No, I don't know if it was just... Did it look recent?
No, maybe, I don't know, maybe a week or so old. I didn't spend a whole lot of time inspecting it other than looking for an ID. It did have some stab wounds in it. It looked like it was hacked pretty good, but it was so far decomposed, especially in these conditions, I couldn't see much else.
Interesting.
There was a portal there as well, or like a door, I guess. It on the other side, it looked like there was a house. Does that mean anything to you?
Yes, we've heard about that. We've had a couple people come from those portals. It's a long story.
Well, maybe you can fill me in as we're waiting for everyone to wake up.
Yes, of course. And you guys can take a seat on one of the very thick branches and dangle your feet off as the sun starts to rise.